Now, this is the question that I was talking about actually. Have you done this kind of sum?
No,
No,
ma'am.
ma'am.
No, no, ma'am.
So this is another, I guess we did all those kind of things. Na log of sine of x plus iy, then log cos of x plus iy, those things we did. Then
Yes.
Yeah,
I raised to I we did. Yes or no?
Yes, yes,
yes,
yes.
ma'am.
Yes, those kind of things. Then in one of the sum we have taken a double log, so if the exponential comes into picture, then we have taken e raised to I theta and then compared with real and imaginary part. That is what kind of sums we have done. Okay, so now we will start with this thing where in other words, okay, in other words, it is like separating into real and imaginary part. Separate into real and imaginary part. That also can be one of the question in the same thing. So what you can do, what you can see here is because you have 1 plus I raised to log I. What did I have told you about this? Yes, can anybody tell me if anybody can recall? Variable
Ma'am,
raised to
if
variable रहेगा तो
function
what we
is
do? Yes. Variable raised to
Log.
variable रहेगा तो we take what? Log on both the sides. Similarly, when you have complex number raised to complex number, you are going to take what? Log on both the sides. Is that clear? Now both the sides means I have to bring that, I have to name it as something. So let's do this. I am naming it as a plus ib is, okay, a plus ib is 1 plus I raised to log I. This is what I name it. And what am I supposed to find out? Yes, I am supposed to find, I write down here, I am supposed to find the value of A and the value of B. Did you understand what I have written in blue? Because A will be the real part and B will be the imaginary part. This is what I want. So what are we going to start off with is, we will start with taking log on both the sides. Okay, we'll start taking what? Log on both the sides. So this is what we get. So what will happen to my right hand side? My right hand side will be log I down multiplied by log of 1 plus I. Is this understood?
Yes, ma'am.
Remember that you are not going to expand the left hand side. Log of a plus ib ko we are not going to expand. Why? Because I need the value of a and b here. Okay, so my interest is only expanding the right hand side. What is the right hand side? The right hand side is log I into log of 1 plus I. Okay, so let's start with my right hand side now. So what are we going to do? We'll start with this consider part, that is log I. How can log I be written as? Log I can be written as 0 plus I into 1. Okay, 0 plus I into 1. Okay, so a log I can be written as log of 0 plus I into 1. So now here I will apply the log formula, that is half log of 0 square plus 1 square plus I tan inverse of 1 by 0. So here what do I get? Here I get log 1. And here we have tan inverse of infinity, that is pi by 2. So what is the answer for log I? Log I is I into pi by 2. Have we done log I before? Yes, we have done in one of the sums where we were trying to find out what is log I. Now, after this, the next thing what I'm going to do is I'm going to find out what is log of 1 plus I. Okay, so log of 1 plus I, the approach is again, it is half log of 1 square plus 1 square, because the real part is 1, the imaginary part is 1, into tan inverse of 1 by 1. Into tan inverse of what? 1 by 1. So what do you have? 1 by 2 into log 2 plus I. What is tan inverse of 1? Tan inverse of
Pi by
1
4.
is pi
Pi by
by
4.
4. Yes. So we got the right hand side, both the things. We found out log I. We found out what is log of 1 plus I. Now this both thing I'm going to substitute in my equation 1. So what will happen in equation 1, that we will see now. So from 1, left hand side I told you we will not apply the formula there. Why? I repeat, why are we not doing that? Because I require A plus B formula. I require the A and B there. Log I substituted into half log 2 plus I pi by 4. So let's open the bracket. Okay, so let's open the bracket now. So when I open the bracket, what do I get? I will get I into pi by 4 log 2 plus I square pi square by 8. And what is I square? I square is minus 1. So my pi square by 8 becomes the real part. And I into pi by 4 log 2 becomes what? The imaginary part. Is that clear? So minus pi square by 8 plus I into pi by 4 log 2 becomes the imaginary part. Now what I said to you all, this next step is to eliminate this log from here. How do we do that? How do we eliminate the log from there?
मैम वो log of x is equals to e की पावर नहीं, यहाँ पर हम लोग a plus ib is equals to e की पावर जो राइट हैंड साइड में वो लिखेंगे.
मतलब log b to the b base e होता है, तो b becomes what? E raised to a. This is what I was expecting. This is how you eliminate log. जो anti log बोलते हैं ना हम लोग, actually anti log की जगह पे it is like taking exponential. That is also one of the method. Okay, so we are going to do that. So what is going to happen? This thing completely will become e raised to. So what are we going to have here? We will write here a plus ib, which will be equal to e raised to minus pi square by 8 plus I into pi by 4 log 2. Now I apply my indices so that it becomes e raised to minus pi square by 8 into e raised to I pi by 4 log 2. Now what will happen? Again, a very important formula. I kept on telling since the time I've introduced this formula to you. Okay? So e raised to I theta. What is that important formula? E raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. So what are we going to write here? This is going to be e raised to pi square by 8. E raised to I theta. What is the value of theta? Pi raised to pi by 4 log 2. So this is going to be cos pi by 4 log 2 plus I sin of pi by 4 log 2. What next? Can I directly say the value of A and B now? Yes.
Yes, miss.
What is the value of a? E raised to pi square by 8 into cos of pi by 4 log 2, and the value of b is e raised to minus pi square by 8 sine of pi by 4 log 2. Is that clear? I just zoom out. Please go through it. If anything you have not understood, please unmute and ask, or you just put it in the chat box whether it is understood. Nobody has doubt? Because many of them have written understood. So I am proceeding further now.
Ma'am, can you explain the log substitution part again? The last part, the part in purple.
In that part, what you didn't understand? The substitution, the e
No,
raised to I theta part?
no, I just wanted to. Can you explain it again?
Yeah, sure. Because I just exited from that sheet and you said. So it takes little time to log in again.
Okay.
Open the sheet. No, 1 minute. Here. First, when I started with that purple thing, is that with respect to this blue property, what I have written of log and exponential, how to convert a log to exponential. So when I have log b to the base e equal to a, we write b as what? E raised to a. So using this concept, log of a plus ib is written as what? A plus ib equal to e raised to. Is that clear? It is e raised to minus pi square by 8 plus I pi by 4 log 2. Okay. Then what we have done? We have done indices, separating, right? What is the indices we are talking about here? Normal indices. That if I have a raised to m plus n, it is going to be written as a raised to m into a raised to n. So that is what I have written there. So e raised to minus pi square by 8 into e raised to I pi by 4 log 2. Is that clear? Now what is the next formula that we are applying? This is what we are talking about. That e raised to I theta is cos theta plus I sin theta. So for this particular sum, my theta is pi by 4 log 2. My theta is pi by 4 log 2. So we are going to apply here. You can see cos theta. So cos of pi by 4 log 2 plus I sin of pi by 4 log 2. Is that clear? After that, if you want, one more step can be written here. That is, you can open the bracket. You can actually open the bracket. So you will get e raised to this part. And we know that whatever is there with I becomes the imaginary part and the other becomes the real part. So from here, I get a plus ib to be this. So by the comparing, a is this real part and b is the imaginary part. Is it understood? Because the next sum is also going to be on the same outline with little difference in the question. Okay, little, not much. Okay, so let's see what it is. Okay. I hope the question itself is understood. That it is given to us that 1 plus I tan alpha raised to 1 plus I tan beta is real. When we real means what? The imaginary part is 0. Okay, so that you are supposed to remember. And from there you need to prove that the real answer is what? Sec alpha raised to sec square beta. Is it understood? So my starting part is going to be same as we have done in the previous sum. So let's start with that. So I will name a plus ib as 1 plus I tan alpha raised to 1 plus I tan beta. What are we supposed to do? Because it is complex raised to complex, I am going to take log on both the sides. So because of which I get 1 plus I tan beta is log of 1 plus I tan beta. So I will mark this as equation 1 and solve with this log part. That is log of 1
Ma'am,
plus
it is
I
alpha.
tan beta. Okay. So 1 plus I tan beta I have no problem, but I need to solve for log of 1 plus I tan alpha. Okay. So let's start with that now. So we will do a consider part where we are taking log of 1 plus I tan alpha. I guess I had given this sum also for you all to solve. Yes or no? Practice sum. In one of the practice sum,
Not
this
the
was,
exact,
yes.
Yes, ma'am.
not the exact sum that
Exactly,
we had
yes. Yes. In the practice sum, I had given you two sum, not maybe in the last class itself. I had given you the very exact sum. That was a proof that.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here again, my real part is 1, the imaginary part is tan alpha. So this will be written as half log of 1 plus tan square alpha plus I tan inverse of tan alpha upon 1. Is it understood?
Yes, ma'am.
So what is 1 plus tan square?
Sec square alpha.
Secant square.
Yes. Secant square, sec square, whatever you pronounce it as. So here, and what will happen here? Tan inverse and tan gets eliminated. This is just I
Alpha.
alpha. And here also this 2 and this 2 gets eliminated. So what do we have? Log of sec alpha plus I alpha. Okay, log of sec alpha plus I alpha. And this I am going to substitute in my equation 1. So what are we getting here? We are getting log of A plus IB is 1 plus I tan beta into log of sec alpha plus I alpha. Now open the bracket. Simplify the right hand side because later on I have to take the exponential part of it. Okay. So let's start doing with that. So when I open the bracket, I will get log of sec alpha plus I alpha plus I into tan beta log of sec alpha plus I square. Can I directly write it? Minus alpha into tan beta because I square is minus 1. So from here what I am doing is I am just grouping the real with real. Okay, I am just grouping the real part with the real part and I am grouping the imaginary part with imaginary. I have come to this much part. Now what is it that we know? Yes, what is it that we know? It is given
Imaginary
in
part
the
0.
question. Yes, it is given in the question that the 1 plus I tan alpha raised to that is what?
Purely real.
Part. Yes, it is purely real. So this we already know. So which is real. So it clearly implies that my B is going to be 0. Okay. What is that B? Because I have named it as A plus IB. Na? So the B is going to be 0. Okay. But what will happen to this right hand side? What will be 0? The imaginary
Alpha
part,
plus
that
tan.
is, yes, alpha plus tan beta log of sec alpha is equal to 0. What I have taken, this imaginary part is what we have written there. So from here, what do I get? I get a relation. What is that relation? That relation is alpha as minus tan beta log of sec alpha. Okay. So alpha is minus tan beta log of sec alpha. Is that clear? So this is what we have.
Man, we will not take e to the power.
Yeah, we are coming to that. We have not completed with my son.
Okay.
I just got a relation. So now because of what all the thing what I have written, this is real and this is B is 0 and the right that the imaginary part is 0. So because of which now what will happen? Now I will write it as log A equal to B is 0 is equal to log of sec alpha log of sec alpha minus alpha into tan beta. I into 0 it is. So that I am not going to write. Is that clear till here? Now I know a relation. What is that relation that we know? That alpha is minus tan beta log of sec alpha. So now in the place of this alpha, I am going to do the substitution. So what are we going to get here? We are going to get log of sec alpha minus alpha is minus. So this will become plus tan beta log of sec alpha into tan beta, because in place of alpha I have substituted. So what you can see, we are getting here tan square beta is log of sec alpha, and then what you can see that log of sec alpha is common. We are left with is 1 plus tan square beta. What is 1 plus tan square beta? Sec square
Ten
beta.
X square beta.
So we are getting sec square beta log of sec alpha. And by the property of log, the sec square beta will go in the power of it. It will go in the raise to. So what are you getting? We are getting log A is equal to log of this. So that means what is A? A is sec alpha raised to sec square beta, and this is what we had to find, that if my 1 plus I tan alpha raised to 1 plus I tan beta is real, then the real value of it is what? Sec alpha raised to sec square beta. Please go through it and let me know whether it is understood. Any of the step, if you want me to repeat again, let me know. I will do that. If you all are comfortable, then put it in the chat box so I can proceed further.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, that in gear you have written a b is equals to 0. वो किधर से?
अपना क्वेश्चन रियल पार्ट है ना?
Yes, ma'am.
अगर क्वेश्चन रियल है तो क्वेश्चन को मैंने क्या कंसिडर किया है? ए प्लस आई बी ना?
हाँ हाँ हाँ.
मतलब ए प्लस आई बी में बी तो है ही नहीं ना, बिकॉज वो रियल है, रियल नंबर है ना.
Yes, ma'am. समझा.
तो दैट इज वाई बी को 0 लिया. मतलब स्टार्ट मैंने ए प्लस आई बी से ही किया है, but later on then we are taking b as 0 and equating the imaginary part and all that we are doing. Now there is one special kind of sum that we will do it. Otherwise I guess you all have understood. So one question I will write here only. This you all will try by yourself. I am writing the question stating that separate into real and imaginary part. Separate into real and imaginary part. And the question is 1 plus I root 3 raised to 1 plus I root 3. You all will solve this, huh? And if there is any difficulty, अपना मैथ्स का व्हाट्सएप ग्रुप इसके लिए ही बनाया दैट इफ यू हैव एनी डिफिकल्टी यू कैन आस्क इफ यू आर फेसिंग एनी डिफिकल्टी देन आई कैन टेल यू you all can send me the solution what you all have done and I will correct it also. Is that clear? Don't pile up the work because in matrices also I have given you so many questions but till now only few of them have asked few doubts. Otherwise, normally nobody asks much doubt. So I assume that matrices is quite easy. But when I've started with complex, if you're finding it easy, I will be more than happy. But provided you start doing the sums which I've given you. And if you feel that yes, we need ma'am to cross-check the solution, you solve it and send it to me. I will cross-check and I will tell you whether you're right or which step you all have made any silly mistake or anything that can be done. Okay, so we don't need to wait for an offline class to start. Online also we can do all this doubt solving also. So please, I have never told you all that I'm only available from this time to this time or anything of that sort. You can always send me your doubts on the WhatsApp group or personal, whatever you're comfortable with, so that I will know that yes, you're facing any difficulty, then I should know. Is that clear? So let's go to the next sum. Now this particular sum is very different and the approach is also very different. You will ask me also, I'm quite sure. How did you know that we have to do it in this manner? Because this is one particular sum, special sum, what you call it as. Is that clear? So when we are doing this one sum, and I've already told you, in the exam, the sums will come as it is. There will be no change even in any of the question. If they are asking you, they will ask as it is. So what is the question is, it says that if tan log of x plus iy is a plus ib, this is given to you, and they are telling us proof that tan in the angle you have x square plus y square is equal to 2a upon 1 minus a square minus b square, where obviously your a square plus b square should not be 1. Okay? If you compare what is given and what is proved, but obvious, log of x plus iy here you have, अगर उसका expansion किया तो yes, somewhere we will get log of x square plus y square. Is that clear? But this all things are happening where in the angle. Okay, I repeat. This all are happening where in the angle of it. Now please pay attention because the approach is very different. Then one more new formula I will introduce to you. Introduce new formula nahi hai, we will do revision. New nahi hai, you already know this formula. Okay? So now what we are starting? It is already given to us. Okay? It is already given to us that this is a given statement, that is tan log of x plus iy equal to a plus ib. So what I am doing now is, I am writing this as log of a plus ib as tan inverse of a plus ib. Can I write it? Yes or no?
Yes, ma'am.
I mark this as equation 1 and for now I am keeping this as it is. Now what I am doing is, next I am taking tan inverse of a plus ib as some other value that is alpha plus I beta. Log of x plus iy को वहां पे ऐसे ही रखा है मैंने. Okay, we are not doing anything with it. Okay, I have taken what part? I am only concentrating on the right hand side part now first. So I have taken tan inverse a plus ib as alpha plus I beta. So from here, what can I say? That a plus ib is, yes, a plus ib is what?
Tan alpha plus I.
Tan alpha plus ib.
Yes, tan alpha plus I beta. So if you take conjugate, a minus ib will be tan of alpha minus I beta. Conjugate, even if it is in the angle, same thing happened. Positive becomes negative in my conjugate part. Is that clear? Now what I am doing the next thing is, okay, this is all adjustment that we are doing now. Okay, I am taking tan of 2 alpha. Okay, I am starting with tan of 2 alpha. Now when I am writing tan of 2 alpha आया कहाँ से ये? This 2 alpha, okay, not beta. So what is tan of 2 alpha? It is alpha plus alpha. Then to that alpha, I am adding with I beta minus adding and subtracting. So this becomes like your a plus b, tan of a plus b. What is tan of a plus b?
Tan A tan B upon 1 minus tan.
Yes, it is tan a.
A plus
It is tan a tan b upon 1 minus tan a into tan b. This is what the formula I was talking about. So what is happening? This is my a, this is my b. So I am going to write the formula now. So what will I get? Tan of alpha plus I beta plus tan of alpha minus I beta divided by 1 minus tan of alpha plus I beta into tan of alpha minus I beta. So what is tan of alpha plus I beta? Alpha plus I beta is a plus ib, and tan of alpha minus I beta is a minus ib. So that I am going to substitute here. So I am getting a plus ib, a minus ib upon 1 minus a plus ib into a minus ib. So what do you get? ib gets cancelled.
is R है.
2a 1 minus
A square
a
minus.
square minus I square b square. I square is minus 1. First, you'll go till here. The sum is not completed actually. If you compare, मुझे right hand side आ गया है. If you compare 2a upon 1 minus a square minus b square I got. But tan of log x square plus y square we have not got yet. Is that clear? We have not reached there. So we have to do that now. Okay. But first you all go through this and then we will see how to get that log part.
मैम हम लोग ने ये जो a माइनस आई बी इक्वल्स टू टेन अल्फा माइनस आई बीटा है, उसके नीचे वाला स्टेप और टेन टू अल्फा कैसे लिखते हैं?
कलर बताओ. ब्लू वाला.
ब्लू वाले के नीचे वाला वो टेन टू अल्फा लिखा है ना. टेन टू अल्फा इज इक्वल्स टू टेन अल्फा
वो
प्लस
एंगल ना, एंगल नॉर्मल. मतलब 2 को कैसे लिखते हैं? 1 + 1 ना.
मैम वो नहीं, मतलब हम लोग ने tan to अल्फा क्यों लिखा?
हमने tan टू अल्फा इसके लिए लिखा बिकॉज अल्फा इसके एंगल में है ना. अभी मुझे अगर बीटा से कुछ काम होता तो मैं बीटा भी करती. अब मुझे कैसे पता चला कि मुझे बीटा नहीं लिखना, अल्फा क्यों लिखना? दैट ऑल्सो आई एम कमिंग. ओके, दैट ऑल्सो आई विल एक्सप्लेन यू, देन आई विल कम टू दिस. तो तुम्हारा वो
लॉग वाला पार्ट
कंफ्यूजन,
सॉल्व करके।
यस, वो लॉग वाला पार्ट सॉल्व करके. एक्चुअली क्या होगा, अभी हमने एक इक्वेशन को 1 and 2 कंसिडर किया था, 1 and 2. तो उसकी वजह से व्हाट वी गॉट लॉग ऑफ x plus iy as alpha plus I beta. देखो दिख रहा है 1 and 2. log of x plus iy is tan inverse of a plus ib. उसके बाद हम लोग ने कंसिडर किया tan of a plus ib is alpha plus I beta. So from 1 and 2 what I am going to write? I am going to write log of x plus iy is alpha plus I beta. Understood? Now expand. What is log of x plus iy? Log of x plus iy is log of x square plus y square plus I tan inverse of y by x. This is equal to alpha plus I beta. So when I compare the real and imaginary part, I get half log of x square plus y square equal to what? Alpha. So from here, your 2 alpha is what? Log of x square plus y square. This will be marked as equation 3. And this equation 3 is going to be substituted in there. So what was the relation that we had? The relation that we have is tan of 2 alpha is 2a upon 1 minus a square minus b square. And from 3, I can say that tan 2 alpha is nothing but, 2 alpha is nothing but log of x square plus y square. So that is 2a upon 1 minus a square minus b square. Is it now understood? क्या अल्फा क्यों लिया है?
Yes, ma'am.
There will be sums. अभी log में तो नहीं है वो sums, मगर hyperbolic के भी जो sums है, उसमें this concepts we are going to use again. कौन सा वाला concept? ये tan of 2 alpha, alpha plus alpha. वैसे ही tan of 2 I beta भी होता है. That will be tan of I beta plus I beta. वो concept भी will come very soon. Is that clear? So first go through this and tell me whether it is understood. Thoroughly go through it, and if it is understood, then you put it in the chat box. Yes, anybody has any doubt? Few of them have already written, understood.
मैम
Yes.
इक्वेशन 3 कैसा है समझो ना फिर से एक बार.
देखो एकदम सिंपल वे में समझो. अगर हम लोग लिखे A is equal to B और B is equal to C, so can I write A is equal to C?
Yes, ma'am.
That is what I have done from 1 and 2. Now you compare. कंपेयर कर, तुझे समझ में आ जाएगा मैंने अभी क्या लिखा. अंडरस्टूड? लॉग tan इनवर्स है, फिर tan इनवर्स को अल्फा प्लस आई बीटा लिखा है, राइट? सो डायरेक्टली लॉग को क्या लिखा? अल्फा प्लस आई बीटा. समझा? वी हैव यूज्ड दिस कंसेप्ट.
Yes, ma'am.
यस.
मैम मुझे ये नहीं समझा, ये जो ब्लू वाला पार्ट है ना, इसके नीचे ना हम लोग ये 10 to अल्फा ही क्यों लिया? मतलब 10 to अल्फा
ये यहाँ से 2 अल्फा हमको लॉग मिल रहा
मैम
है
वो
ना.
साइड नहीं, लेफ्ट साइड में.
मैं वही बोल रही हूँ ना, वो लेफ्ट साइड की वजह से लिया एक्चुअली.
अच्छा मैम, तो मतलब हम लोग को पहले राइट साइड वाला सॉल्व करना चाहिए था.
हाँ, मतलब ऐसे कर सकते हो तुम. ये स्टेप के बाद तुम पहले ये सॉल्व कर लो.
अच्छा,
अंडरस्टूड?
यहाँ से मतलब
और
2
हाँ,
अल्फा को
मतलब
10
ये सॉल्व कर लो और फिर बाद में tan ऑफ 2 अल्फा को यहाँ पे खत्म करो.
अच्छा, आप समझा.
दैट कैन बी डन. मैं स्टार्टिंग में ही बोला ना, थोड़ा अलग पैटर्न है सॉल्व करने का. बट ये सब है ना, अभी जैसे मैं अभी आई विल टेल कि लॉग खत्म हो गया, बट जब मैं हाइपरबोलिक भी लेके बैठूंगी ना, आई एम गोइंग टू डू द सेम थिंग. तो यू विल फील अरे रिपीटेटिव है, मगर हाइपरबोलिक लॉग के सम्स आर ऑलमोस्ट सेम. ओके, सो इनिशियली few
yes.
sums are different, otherwise the sums of log and hyperbolic are same. Again I'm going to do the same thing. तो पूरा अपना रिविजन होके एकदम thorough हो जाएगा हाइपरबोलिक भी and log भी, because the same concept we are using every time. Okay. Can I proceed further?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So with this, actually, the log is completed. Log of a complex number, maximum sum which I feel that I should have done, I have covered up. And still, if I feel that if anything is required, then I will give you as usual like a practice sum. That strictly you should solve it, so that if you're encountering with any difficulties, you should clear it. Don't pile up the things. Is that clear? Now, as I said, exam में कोई बोलने वाला नहीं है कि it is going to be solved by log or hyperbolic. Okay, nobody is going to tell you that. Okay, but obviously I am starting with the next topic, that is hyperbolic. So the pattern, everything is going to be what? Standard. Okay, now see the standardized thing what we have. I hope everybody remembers this, that for trigonometric, my sine square plus cos square theta is 1, and for hyperbolic, with the negative sign, it is equal to 1. I hope everybody remembers this. Okay, so what I am trying to do, the next sum is, I am taking a very simple sum. It is simple because you have already solved it. This kind of sum, not same, but yes, this kind of sum you have already solved. So what we are saying is, if sine alpha plus I beta is x plus iy, then you need to prove that, okay, then you need to prove that x square upon plus y square upon is equal to 1. This is what I need to prove. Okay. So before I go to what I need to prove, I will see what is given to me, because that is my interest now. Okay. So let's start with that. So what do we have? Sine of alpha plus I beta equal to x plus iy. So what are we going to do from the left hand side? Quickly tell me. What are we going to do on the left hand side?
मैम sin a plus I beta का फॉर्मूला है.
Yes. Sine of a plus b का formula. Okay. So what is sine of a plus b? That is sine a cos plus cos a sine b. And that is equal to x plus iy. Now what is cos of I beta? See, all right, that's why I said you will
Cos
feel it is
hyperbolic
repetitive.
beta.
Yes.
Cos
You will,
hyperbolic.
you will feel it is repetitive, but yes, it is repetitive because log, hyperbolic, everything are interconnected. Okay, so what is going to happen here? That is sine of alpha, cos of I beta will get converted to hyperbolic. So cos of I beta is cos hyperbolic of beta, and sine of I beta will be I
I sin hyperbolic.
sine hyperbolic of beta. And what am I going to do? I am going to compare the real part with real, and I am going to compare the imaginary part with imaginary. So what am I getting? I am getting x as sine alpha cos h beta and y as cos alpha sine h beta. Okay? This we have arrived by what is given in the question. Now please focus on what has to be proved. ठीक है? What has to be proved के लिए? Okay, what has to be proved के लिए? First you tell me in this what all you can see. You can see x. Yes. You can see y. Yes. What else you can see? Yes, what else you can see? You can see alpha and beta. Yes or no? We can see alpha and beta. Alpha किसके साथ है? Trigonometric के साथ. And beta is with what? Hyperbolic. Okay, I repeat myself. In this green curly bracket, what I have done, in that you are able to see x, y, alpha, beta. Alpha is with sine, beta is with, alpha is with trigonometric, beta is with hyperbolic. Is that clear? Now you go back to the arrow, my red arrow, proof that. What is missing? Can you see x? Yes. Can you see y? Yes. What is missing?
Alpha.
Alpha is missing. Do you understand? That means I am supposed to eliminate what? Alpha from this x and y. And what is the alpha? Alpha is the part of trigonometric function. I repeat, alpha is the part of what? Trigonometric function. So what are we going to do here? I am going to write this as sine alpha is x upon, and here cos alpha is this understood? मुझे अभी के अभी चैट बॉक्स में बताओ.
Yes. मैम ये कैसा आया? Sin alpha is equals to x upon cos hyperbolic beta.
ये
अरे हाँ समझा रहा हूँ.
ओके. अभी क्या करना है मुझे? तुम लोग ही बताओ. एलिमिनेट करना है ना. मुझे अल्फा तो चाहिए ही नहीं. तो व्हाट आई विल डू विद इट?
मैम स्क्वायर
दोनों
करेंगे
इक्वेशन को
फिर
ऐड कर देंगे. हाँ,
Yes,
ऐड
square
करते हैं.
and add. My sum is completed. I am just
Hyperbola के
supposed
sum जैसे.
to, yes, I am supposed to only square and add. तो मैंने वही बोला ना, तुम लोगों ने ये सब सीखा है 12th में, ये सब किया है. मतलब
हाँ, yes.
concepts किए. जैसे वेरिएबल रेस टू वेरिएबल हुआ तो लॉग लेते हैं. अभी ये कंसेप्ट भी तुम लोग ने सीखा है, एलिमिनेटिंग
Change.
कंसेप्ट.
Yes.
Yes, eliminating concept तुम लोगों ने सीखा है. So that is why I keep on saying to you, given part को solve कर लो. Yes, given part को solve करो और उसके बाद you go to the prove that part. So you will exactly understand what has to be done. So here what will happen? Sin square alpha plus cos square alpha is 1.
Uh-huh.
So this is x square upon cos h square beta plus y square upon beta is equal to 1. This is what I had to prove. Always remember, the question looks complicated. No doubt, I do agree with it. The question always looks complicated or complex, but the solution is very simple. But provided you should understand the trick and the concepts of what are we supposed to do and how to start with the sum. Is that clear?
Yes.
तो मैंने क्या फोकस करने को बोला? We did sin of a plus ib. Yes, we did. After that, what we did? We equated the real part. We equated the imaginary part. After that, what I did? I checked. In my given part, I have x, y, alpha, beta. And in the proof that part, I have x, y, and beta. What is not there? Alpha. Means I am supposed to eliminate alpha. Okay. अभी eliminate alpha बोला तो alpha is with what? Trigonometric function. Now how to eliminate trigonometric function? By squaring and adding. They get eliminated. So that is how I get the required result. Is that clear? ये सेम सम को मैं ना थोड़ा एक्सटेंड करती हूँ, ठीक है? ये एक पार्ट हो गया, इसका मैं दूसरा पार्ट भी लिखती हूँ यहाँ पे. इसका दूसरा पार्ट है x स्क्वायर अपॉन साइन स्क्वायर अल्फा माइनस y स्क्वायर अपॉन cos स्क्वायर बीटा इज इक्वल टू 1. बोलो.
मैम अभी
Hyperbolic वाला
hyperbolic
formula है.
को एलिमिनेट
Yeah.
करना है तो फिर उसको उसमें डाल देंगे.
Yes, absolutely right. So in this particular relation that we have written, x equal to, in that we are now going to focus on what? Because I need to eliminate the beta part. Okay, we have to eliminate what? The beta part, because I only have cos there. So that part we are going to write it as cos h beta is x upon sine alpha and sin h beta is y upon cos alpha. So what do we know? We know that in hyperbolic we have to square and subtract. We have to square and subtract. So it is x square upon sin square alpha and y square upon cos square alpha is equal to. Is it understood by everyone? So again, in beta, in hyperbolic, we are again going to do the same concepts. So slowly and gradually, we will see what are those concepts. Is that clear? So after the class or maybe by evening, late evening, I will give you some extra practice sums on extra practice sum on log and some of the sums what we have going to do now on hyperbolic. Is that clear? So I guess this is understood, one of the sum of hyperbolic.
Yes, miss.
Okay. Now I write one question here. And y'all only tell me, will y'all be able to solve that? The outline
Yes,
is
ma'am.
same. Okay, I will write a question. The outline is same. This one sum we will complete. Okay. That is cos of x plus iy is equal to e raised to I pi by 6. Okay. If cos of x plus iy is e raised to I pi by 6, you need to prove that, okay, you need to prove two things. That is 3 sin square x minus cos square x is equal to 4 into sin square x into cos square x. And the second relation that you need is 3 into sine hyperbolic plus cos hyperbolic is equal to 4 into sine hyperbolic into cos hyperbolic. Do you feel the outline is same of the sum?
Yes, ma'am, similar.
Yes, it is similar. The start of my sum is similar, then prove that we will check what we have to do. Okay. So first I will start with my sum. Only difference is the right hand side is e raised to I theta. Okay, please apply that on the right hand side. So here we are going to have cos x, cos of iy minus, because cos of a plus b is cos a cos b minus sin a sin b. So here you are having sin x, sin of iy is equal to e raised to I pi by 6 cos of pi by 6 plus I sin of pi by 6. Now cos x, cos hyperbolic of y, sin x, this is I into sin hyperbolic of y. And what is cos of pi by 6? Yes?
Root 3 by 2.
Yes. That what I meant was cos of pi by 6 means cos 30 and sin
30
30
degrees.
is what? Yes. 30 degrees is what we are talking about. So what are we going to do? We are going to write it as cos x cos hy plus I into minus sin x into sin hy is equal to root 3 by 2 plus I into 1 by 2. Just 1 minute. Huh? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Because my phone's battery is dead. Okay. I just go back to the sum. So basically we expanded it, and after that what we are trying to do is, now again we are going to compare the real and imaginary part. So root 3 by 2 is equal to cos x cos hyperbolic of y, and half is equal to minus sine x sine hyperbolic of y. Is this understood by everyone?
Yes.
Now again my question is the same thing. What do you have here in the bracket? X and y. Root 3 by 2 and half the constant hai, so we are not going to talk about that. What are we talking about? We are only talking about x and y. Do you agree with me?
Yes, ma'am.
So now what is going to happen is, let's see the proof that part ka first part. So what is missing in the first proof that? Tell me
And
something.
cos
Why is missing? Right?
hyperbolic y.
Yes, y is missing. And y is with what? Hyperbolic. So just now we have done something of this type. Now we are on the same outline now. Is that clear? So for the first part, so cos hyperbolic of y is root 3 upon 2 into cos x. And here it will be sine hyperbolic of y is minus 1 by 2 sine x. So what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to square and subtract it. So what are we going to get here? This root 3 by 2 cos x will become 3 by 4 cos square x. And this will be 1 by 4 sine x, because that minus will become positive. Can I take the LCM? I took just that 1 by 4 outside. So that 4 goes to the other side. Here I will take the LCM. So this will be 3 into sine square x minus cos square x divided by cos square x into sine square x equal to 4, because that 4 I took on the other side. And now the denominator cos square x and sine square x also I am taking to the other side. So what are we getting? 3 into sine square x minus cos square x is equal to 4 into cos square x into sine square x. I just zoom out and you tell me, did we get the first required result?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Did we do anything extra? We didn't do anything extra. I just compared, took my real and imaginary part. But the major question is, what is missing in the first part? Y is missing. Y is with hyperbolic. So I am supposed to eliminate hyperbolic. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Now tell me what will happen in the second part.
X is
It is
X
missing.
is
all
missing.
X value.
X value. X is with what? Trigonometric. Square and add. Will you all be able to do the second part?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, the second part is your work. Okay, that will go your practice. Is it understood? So today you will get practice sums on log and practice sums on this kind of things, which I am confident that you will be able to solve. Okay. Make it sure that by Monday's lecture, you should be able, if there is any difficulties, you will ask, because Monday class again, we are going to proceed further. Is that clear, everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so that's it for today's lecture.
Ma'am, about that seminar that is tomorrow, that code yantra, the
Yes.
email would come, or the link would come on the email, right? Yeah.
The link is not there in that.
No, we are being told to register for that, and then we will get a
You must have
email.
given a registered email ID, na? So they will give you, I guess, in that.
Okay.
Okay. So I hope everybody is participating because it is a compulsory thing. Is that clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So that's it for today. See you all Monday.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Yes. Thank you. Bye.